Hi everyone, my name is Rakesh Kumar and I'm back with my podcast Start at Zero. This will be the third episode of my podcast Start at Zero. I'm really so very happy, extremely encouraging you guys are, and thank you so much for showering so much of love and appreciation. So it's been tremendous response from last couple of weeks. I've started this podcast and almost I've reached 1,000 plays, and it's amazing so to see such kind of response from you guys. Thank you so much, and keep encouraging me and come back with a constructive criticism. Your wish, you can come up with a destructive criticism as well, but I'm open to suggestions and everything, guys. So anything, any requests or any suggestions you can give away to me. So let's get into the third episode. I'm gonna tell you 5 most important life skills one should have to excel and to move forward in the life, professionally and personally. So that will be the discussion today. 5 most important life skills. It's again an alien kind of stuff, right? Life skills. What does it mean all about? So it's so simple. Let me keep it as simple as possible. A human or one should have so to live their lives. What are those most important qualities one should have? And that's the concept of life skills completely. So I'm going to come up with 5 most important life skills I have experienced, and I realize these skills are the most important to create an impact in their own lives and to live a most satisfactory life. I'm living exactly I'm extremely satisfied with the way I live my life. So with my experience, with my with my realization or analysis, I've come up with 5 most important life skills one should have. The first one to start with: enthusiasm, energy levels. That's exactly the first thing. And one should be very enthusiastic. You need to have that enthusiasm. It's always important. You look at a person like Virat Kohli, you look at a person like Ranveer Singh. So I picked up these guys because personally, both of them are my favorites actually. It's not about their acting skills, it's not about their fitness, it's not about their game. What I love in them and why they are so successful is because of this enthusiasm. You see that energy levels so high, both of them having. Just an instance I'm letting you know, but imagine some kind of guy, who is a BTech grad or a guy who is working, in a software company, or a guy who is working in a bank, a girl working in somewhere, having such kind of enthusiasm. It's always mesmerizes people, right? Those are the kind of personalities you want to collaborate with or work with or to be surrounded with. One of my aunts said you always need to be surrounded with creative people, or like-minded people or broad-minded people. So what does it mean? Something like enthusiasm. You see someone with that kind of nature, bang, you're there with them. Second point, curious. Call it as curiosity. Why, what, when, which place, where is it, why is it so, find out how it works. So many questions. It's good to ask questions, guys. Believe me, it's very, very good to ask questions. You never know what is it exactly, and I want to dig as much as possible to know the right answer for that. I want to see how does it work. I just want to see so what is it exactly, why is it in that particular place, why not here? Having so many questions. People call, arey yaar, so you are a question bank, ma'am. She is a question bank. I can't handle her. But let me tell you guys, it's good to ask questions. It's good to have curiosity. It's very important, guys, because you don't know what is your niche in your life. What is your specialty in your life? What are you really good at? Someone realized very late that speaking is their ability. Someone realized analysis is their ability. So when do you know that? When you have that asking questions, a curious nature, where am I specialized about? And it's important to have that curiosity, guys. That's very important in one's life. Third one, creative. Everyone have a different perspective about creativity. That so drawing something, painting something is creativity, that is creativity. But let me tell you guys, doing something out of the box, doing something which you are not comfortable with earlier, doing something which you haven't done earlier at all. That is creativity for you. Someone who is a dancer, never sung a song, singing a song for that particular dancer is being creative. And that's what I believe. Something like idol's brain is devil's workshop. You don't do anything, it's gonna be a workshop for a devil. You have to do something, like, do something out of the box. So Hindi mein bolte hai thoda hatke, like, go to the work, talk to the people, do some work stuff, ask your manager, can you do something else? Can I contribute something else? Like, already I'm doing something already there. Every one of you, like, comes up with a question like, I'm doing a 9 to 5 job, I'm doing a 9 to 6 job, or I'm doing a 9 to 8 job. It sucks, it pisses me off. Why? No, it's really good. Like, so whatever you're doing, you're working, you're improving your intellectual, so stage, and then, like, so you have to love your work. That's very important. So just adding another feather to your work, how do you do that? How can you, love your job more and more? That so-called 9 to 6 job. Even I do 9 to 6, like, but I love what I do. Just adding some creative feather to that particular thing, like, doing something different, doing something extra. And that's exactly the third skill I want you guys to imbibe. That's creative. Fourth one, purpose. Someone else might call it as hunger. Someone should have hunger, for achieving something or for doing something, but I would call it as purpose. The moment you wake up early in the morning, there should be some purpose to live that particular day. What am I doing? What am I going to do today or accomplish today? What is the task which has been there in front of me today? And why exactly am I doing that particular task? You should need the reason for that. And that's what you call it as purpose. You should have that hunger. Like, so to know why am I doing it? That's curious. And why exactly I'm doing that particular thing, and what am I going to accomplish if I do that? Purpose, don't get confused. It looks quite similar like curious, but it's not. Purpose is the moment you wake up early in the morning, like, so what am I going to do? Why am I going there? That's exactly purpose. Fifth, the last most important thing, this is nothing to do with the order. I've just picked up and then I'm just letting you know. So it doesn't mean like fifth is least important and the first is most important. No, not exactly. Fifth and the last one, but the most important one is self-reliant. One should depend on themselves in the decision making. It's important to have one's back, as I said in my second episode as well. It's important to have support system. It's important to talk to the people, discuss with them, discuss with your siblings, discuss with your friends, have a very healthy discussion with your parents as well. But end of the day, it's your decision, guys. Let me tell you, someone should make a decision on themselves. They have to be self-reliant so that if someone have to get the credit, that will be you. If someone has to blame, that will obviously be you. That's exactly the concept of self-reliant. Understand a fact, guys, like, whatever you do today, this particular actions will have an impact on your tomorrow. So whatever you have done yesterday, or like whatever you are witnessing today, is because of the actions you've done yesterday. As simple as that. Whatever you will going to witness tomorrow will be the actions of today. So understand what kind of actions you have to do today so that it will have a reflections on your tomorrow. That's very important. So that is the reason I always believe small things, contributing small things or working on certain small things will create a lot of impact going forward. So whatever the small things you're contributing, you're working hard, practicing something, learning something new, very creative, being creative, whatever you do today, guys, it's gonna have that impact tomorrow. That's very important. So that is what self-reliant is all about. Depend on yourself. Decision making has to be yours so that you will be the one whom you need to blame or give a credit or appreciate. Whatever you do, it will be only because of you, not because of your parents, not because of the community, not because of the your dependence. So that's all about life skills I just wanted to give away to you people. I always take all these keep all these 5 skills very close to my heart. So I never let them go away, starting with enthusiasm. I want to make sure so I'm high with energy levels, very curious, ask as many questions as possible to the people. And I'm a good listener as well at the same point of time. and being creative and doing something out of the box which you are not comfortable with, and just breaking the shackles and going on experimenting new things. It's always important to keep your life very lively. The fourth one what I mentioned is purpose. One should have a very important purpose of their life. That's always important. And then so you depend on yourself. That's what I mentioned, like self-reliant, starting with enthusiasm, curious, creative, purpose, and self-reliant. There might be many other life skills which are very, very important and which you might have been taught all through your life as well. But I think these 5 skills also plays a very, very vital role to excel in your career or excel personally, and to have a very, very healthy relationships with the people around you. And that's all about the third episode of my podcast. I hope you have liked it. So any suggestions or anything you would like to convey to my regarding my podcast, you can do. You have all the liberty and you have all the freedom to do that particular thing. And thanks a ton for encouraging me. And that's all. I'll come back with a surprise most probably next week. It's gonna be a little different. I also wanted to try something out of the box, so I'm going to bring in a small surprise for you people, maybe a change. It's not a surprise, maybe a small change, in the 4th episode of mine. I'll catch you people next week, most probably. Thank you so much. Thanks a ton. Signing off, Rakesh Kumar Somishetty. Thank you.